Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. So, before we get started, I kind of want to run an idea by you, guys and girls that watch my videos. Um, so I've been thinking about trying to get back into Days of Our Lives, and I know that it was pretty difficult when I was trying to do GH Days, Bold and the Beautiful, or just GHN Days, Monday through Friday. So, I was sitting there thinking about maybe just putting out watching days throughout the week and then just putting out a summarized video of everything that kind of transpired that's been happening with each character throughout the week. There's two reasons why I want to try to do a video that way. One, I figure it's easy for everyone else, because here's the thing, I go on YouTube, I watch YouTube a lot as far as creators and stuff like that, and I know that sometimes it can be kind of tough to watch someone's videos Monday through Friday with everything else going on, just life in general. And I feel like it's just easier for me personally, to just watch somebody's video, once a week as opposed to 5 days a week. So I was thinking about doing that. I figured, I'll give it a try, like maybe next week. Give it a try next week and watch days throughout the week, and then do a summarized video of the characters, the stories, what's been going on. And it'll just be a lot easier for everyone else, and also be easier for me. And this way I can get back into the show, because I gotta be honest, I kind of missed that show. I'm still thinking about doing my character breakdown on the characters, but I figured this way it'd be a nice way to kind of just jump back into it. So let me know what you think, if you think that's a good idea, as far as just doing it one video on a Friday, you just encompassing everything that's been going on with the characters. Anyway, so with that being said, and I might decide to do, depending on how that works, I may decide to do that with GH. I'm not sure yet, but I'll give days a run and see how people respond. So, with that being said, let's get into GH. Well, okay, so we pretty much leave off with yesterday. Brando getting attacked, they take him to the hospital, and, after Portia takes a look at him, she's like, you know what, listen, a couple of days, he'll be fine, he has some fractures or whatever, but, over time, it'll go away, and he'll be, good as new. Now, the thing that kind of annoyed me in this episode in the beginning was Sam. Because Sam was just like, oh, well, so it might have been staged. Like, they might have just beat him up just a little bit. And at this point, I was like, Jesus Christ, Sam. Like, the dude literally just took an ass whooping. Okay? You honestly think that he'll just take just enough punishment to make it look good? So Jason was like, no, this is real. I believe him. Plus, we already know that Cyrus paid him a visit. So what's the chances while Cyrus was distracting him that somebody else didn't just, go and tamper with the bike? So, after her, I hate to curse at this point, but her bitchy eye rolling, she's finally like, oh, okay, I guess you're right. So they go and they question him and everything. Just be like, alright, so, has the goons, have they said anything to you or anything like that? Like, did they talk to you? And at this point, I'm like, bro, you seriously need to come clean. Because I was just sitting there hoping, like, he didn't sit there and lie at that point, because they still got the video of what happened before, he got those hands. Anyway, the story pretty much matched up. And at this point, they believed him. And I think Sam believed him about the whole Cyrus thing. Now, the whole Molly situation, that's that's probably something else I'm gonna probably get mad about down the line. But as far as the Cyrus thing, I think she is starting to believe Brando about that part, and Jason believes him. So that's something. So we find out that Neil died of an overdose. Drugs was in the system. Now it's kind of weird because when Alexis got the news from Jordan, because okay, so Alexis was sitting there talking to Finn, just still being guilt ridden about this whole thing. Finn pretty much tried to, talk to her, but I'm not gonna lie. After about 45 minutes, nothing was really going through. Maybe I don't think the whole point was to try to solve her guilt. Was just to be like just somebody to talk to, and that's pretty much all she did. Was just that she was upset about what happened with Neil, and that she just just full of regret. And I said yesterday in the comment section that they are doing 1 second. So I said in the comment section that I felt like they were doing Alexa's story pretty dirty. 1 second. Yeah, I felt like they were doing Alexa's story dirty, and I still feel that way. I mean, his character's had a lot of up and downs and stuff, and I felt like it was nice. Maybe she has a romance and some good scenes and some laughter and just some positive stuff that was going on in her life. Because let's be honest, she got fired and a whole bunch of other stuff that's happened to her over the years. So I thought this would be a nice chance to actually have something good come into her life, because I agree with the people in the comment section. I was talking to someone that she does deserve happiness, and she found a good guy. Just for the writers to say, nah, we're just gonna, we're just gonna make her miserable. I don't know if they're doing this to try to tease the fans as this whole, I don't know, Alexis and Julian story to get back together, whatever. I don't know what is going on, but I'm not exactly, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Anyway, after her talking to Finn, Jordan comes up, and it was kind of weird because Alexis is like, yeah, I'm waiting for a friend to find out what's going on from the I'm waiting for a friend to find out what happened to Neil. This Emmy owes me a favor. Guess that favor never really happened, or somebody screwed up in the writing. But Jordan was like, yep, he OD'd. And Alexis is just befuddled, just the look on her face. And I'm kind of sitting there wondering the same thing, but at the same time I'm like, this dude has a lot of problems. Between the death of his daughter, him losing his job, him looking all disheveled with the whole beard and everything. Well, maybe the dude need a little pick me up. I mean, y'all two are going back and forth. Yes, no, yes, no. I'm just not there saying it's possible. That's all I'm not there saying. That it's possible. There was some stuff with Curtis and Jordan having this romantic dinner or whatever at her office. It was nice. Okay. No, I'm not really, the whole big on romance and stuff like that. It was a scene. I honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. Jordan's not exactly my favorite character, but I mean, if I'm gonna sit there and speak objectively, it was a nice scene, and it was nice to see Curtis just do something nice to surprise her. Also, she's still feeling kind of guilty because, well, she knows that Taggart is alive, and when Curtis is sitting there saying, I just wish I could just done something more for Taggart. It showed flashback scenes of Jordan talking to Jason, being like, you know, if Curtis ever found out, it can ruin my marriage. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, be a dick or anything like that, but it is coming. He will find out, and it will ruin her marriage. And I gotta be honest, I'm not looking forward to her downfall, but it's one of those things where it's like, well, you did it to yourself, so I am just gonna sit back and just watch. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. As me not trying to say it in the most thickest way possible. There were some scenes with TJ, Molly, and Cyrus. But before that, you had scenes with TJ and Molly is still feeling guilty because, well, TJ wants to sit there and hang out with Brando, talk about he's a good guy, and you think he's a good guy, right? And Molly's like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't really know him or anything. Still feeling guilty about that, you know, that one night stand. Which I'm not gonna lie, it still kind of just irks me a little bit because Molly pretty much treated Brando like trash. And the reason why it gets me so annoyed about that is because I'm pretty sure if the roles were reversed and, you know, literally the roles were reversed, I'm pretty sure there would be a bunch of women that would be so angry at him, calling him a dog, this, that, and the third. But yet with her, it's just, oh, it's just, you know, she's a good person. It's like, no, you treated this dude like trash. And he literally just agreed because he's a good person. Just sit there and be like, you know what, listen, you know, we never met, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know, it just irks me. Because the dude has feelings, and the fact that you're just like, no, I'm with him, and you didn't really mean anything, it didn't really matter, it's like, wow, okay. So yeah, that irks me. Anyway, they're talking, and Cyrus walks up. You know, he finds out, or I think he has found out, he knew that Monica and Bobby got fired. So he walks up to Cyrus, and I'm like, I've been saying this. One second. I've been saying this for a while. That somebody has to die for everyone else to live. Because no one takes Cyrus seriously. No one takes him seriously. You got TJ walking up to him like, yeah, you know, I'll spit on your hand. You know, I mean, you know, you firing these nurses and they're good people and stuff. Listen, I think it's nice that he's not there sticking up for his colleagues, for his mentors and stuff, but the dude was in jail for a reason. And although, you know, he may have been cleared, you know, by Jordan, doesn't mean that, you know, things is copacetic with him, you know? Y'all sitting there just taking this dude like he's a joke. Just because he comes across as nice and whatever, doesn't mean that, like, he won't, you know, have people put hands on you. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, TJ, do you not remember that last ass whooping that you got that landed you in the hospital, and yet you sitting there picking fights with alleged drug dealers? Really? Okay. So yeah, apparently somebody has to die for everyone else to live. So after they finish going back and forth, and Kurt and Cyrus is like, yeah, okay, whatever. I can get to you anytime I want, but sure, you continue mouthing off. Molly and Curtis walk off, Molly and TJ walk off. And then Molly was all like, oh, you're such a badass, you did this, yeah, you know, you go, you're so fiery and everything like that. And I'm like, I hate to sit there and say it, but you are one of those girls that will sit there and hype a man up, or do something to hype a man up, and then get that man hurt. That's literally what you're doing in this scene. And, you know, TJ's just eating it up like, yeah, I mean, I just had to put it down like that. You know, I mean, you stepped out of line. Like, bro, you might want to just calm down a little bit. You are a medical student. You need your hands. Doesn't take a lot to actually hurt somebody's hands. Just throwing it out there, but whatever. And then Curtis walks up and he Molly's like sitting there congratulating him, like, oh, you should have saw TJ at me. You're such a badass. Curtis like, you done lost your damn mind. And pretty much it's like, yo, you need to just kind of just calm down, and it's just not a good idea. And while you're telling him to calm down, TJ's like, yeah, I hear everything you're saying, but I'm gonna turn up. And I'm gonna be a man of action. I mean, if I lose my job, I'll just go to Mercy. I think I've seen Mercy like once. I seen Mercy literally, I think, one time. But he's all like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Mercy, whatever, just F this internship. I'll just go to Mercy. But I'm still gonna fight the good fight. And Curtis doesn't say anything to try to stop him afterwards, and I'm like, but I'm probably sitting there saying, it's like, well, at the same time, what more can you do if this dude's already fired up? So yeah, that happened. Valentine and Alex decided Anna decided to ask Valentine for backup as far as trying to, get Alex, which is kind of odd. I don't understand. They went through this whole back and forth thing, and at first, Valentine was like, yo, I got a lot going on. I mean, I got a daughter, I got 2 companies going on. I can't just sit there and just willy-nilly just go off to you and, on the Ventureland or whatever. And Anna's all like, at first Anna kind of annoyed me a little bit because Valentine was like, oh, yeah, Alex, she pretty much ruined my life and stuff like that. And then Anna was like, well, I mean, she only manipulated you to a point. I mean, you did do it. So, like, Anna, you're trying to get this guy to help you. Remember? Did you not forget that? I just, whatever. So anyway, long story short, she got him to agree to, be backup or whatever. And then she goes up to Finn. And, talk to Vin and whatever. And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to really go. I'm not going to go and try to chase her down. I'll just find another way to sit there and deal with her. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you're just lying to him? Or does that mean you plan on getting her to come here? I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of lost in that. I don't really understand what her plan is. But I guess we'll find out in hopefully not weeks to come. Hopefully it's days. But I guess we'll see. I feel like there's a lot that happened, but not a lot that didn't happen. But I think the last thing we're going to talk about, I need a drink for this one. Last one I'm going to sit there and talk about is Spinelli and Peter. Because this is just funny to me. So you got Maxie, you got Peter waiting at the shop. Spinelli's there trying to take down the camera. And then he realizes that he hears Maxie and Pinelli and Maxie and Peter walking in. And he's like, whatever, I don't have time. So they talk a little bit. Peter, I guess, is trying to look for a mechanic or whatever. And Spinelli's like, why don't you just wait here? He's the best mechanic around the town, we could just kind of just talk and just kind of, just chat. And Peter gets this look in his face. I gotta give this guy credit where credit's due as far as acting, because this guy can just pull off some amazing faces. 1 minute he's sitting there just being all friendly and cordial or whatever, and then the minute that Spinelli's like, yo, we gotta talk, then he gets this, as what I can describe as a final boss level look. This very demeaning, cocky expression on his face. So, and I gotta sit there and say this is probably like my favorite part of this episode. So anyway, Maxie leaves to, take care of some deception business with Lucy. And then you just have 2 of them talking. At this point, they're not even talking. They're pretty much just kind of squaring off. Now, here's the thing where I just feel like Spinelli is a moron. Because they sit there and say the smartest people can do the dumbest things. And Spinelli just seems like he is just, well, he seems like he's no exception to that rule. This guy literally says, hey, I pretty much like, I heard a rumor that, if you know where that reference is from, kudos to you. That, you know, you've been up to some nefarious stuff. You know, hanging out with some bad people, you know, like Shiloh. I'm sitting there thinking, you are literally giving your whole plan away to the enemy. I laughed after I got annoyed by it. Then I laughed because I was like, you're a goddamn idiot. So he literally says, oh, so Nell told me that you were being blackmailed by Shiloh and that you know, you're responsible for Drew's kidnapping and, you know, all that good stuff. You know, you were just told him the whole plan. Now, Peter, and again, I got to give Wes so much credit because he walks up to him and he's like, you know, I've been trying to be cordial with you for a while and you're just determined to make me an enemy. And he just gives that whole, like, you don't want to make an enemy out of me sort of thing. And then Spinelli's like, well, I guess when they're fine now, you know, we'll just see what Nell has to say about the whole thing. So he walks out and Peter's still there. Now what Peter doesn't realize is that their camera is still there. So Peter makes a call to Valentine. He's like, oh, so I heard you had dealings with Nell. She's gonna screw up my whole life. And you just start to blurt out everything. So I'm like, you know, now I sit there and think about it, I'm not gonna lie, I almost, in some ways, I kind of feel like an idiot. Because I'm sitting there saying, like, Spinelli, you just gave everything away. What are you doing? But Spinelli is actually a pretty smart person. I can't believe I'm actually sitting there. I'm just literally thinking about this. The whole point of him goading him to get him all riled up and stuff is the minute he left, Peter practically is literally about to spill the whole beans on video. And when I saw the previews, Spinelli is all happy, like, you know, I got him or whatever, like. So, obviously, I can't wait to Tuesday's episode. And by the way, thank you for reminding me. Monday is going to be, well, Monday's a holiday, so I think they're just going to do a rerun of something. I don't know. But Tuesdays is going to be new episodes. And, yeah, it's going to be new episodes, so I guess we'll find out. Anyway, that is my review on GH today. On GH episode today. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into watching Days. I'm not gonna lie, it's really difficult to try to watch GH Days. And then, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching Lucifer right now, and it's I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna sit there and say it's good, but it's good up until this season, because I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 episodes of this show, it's good, but it's at the same time it's befuddling me with a lot of things that just don't make any sense. The show is good. I definitely recommend it, but I'm not gonna lie, these 2 episodes are just I can't get into it. But so yeah, it makes it a little kind of difficult to watch anything else afterwards when I have to work really early in the morning. But I want to sit there and try. I want to sit there and try to watch Days because I actually really miss watching Days in a lot of ways, and trying to do, you know, videos on it, because to be honest, I enjoy talking about Days maybe more than I did actually watching it. So let me know if you think that's a good idea, if I just do a summarized video of the events of the characters and just the events of the storyline into one video as opposed to doing 5 days a week. This way it's easier for people to just watch and I don't have to sit there and be watching Monday through Friday. But give highlights and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but let me know in the comment section if you agree. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. I know this has been way longer than I wanted to be, but not a lot to say. Be safe. Have a good weekend, and I will catch you in the next video.